Good morning everyone, welcome to this new shaving review. The soap I will use today is soap by Barrister and Mann, LeGrand Chypre. It's a soap that's in their, I guess their regular lineup. It's not a limited edition. The razor I will use, I'm going to use my razor Fendrian Mark II. It's not a very aggressive razor, maybe a touch more than the DE89 or the Merkur 3438C. In there is a Paul Silver second use. Paul Silver to me do get better with the second, the third use. The first use they're a little too sharp. They feel, you can feel them a little bit on the skin. After the first shave, the edge kind of get worn a little bit and do feels better. The brush I'm gonna use my Spifo Best Badger Dark Ruby. Nice brush. Then what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go wet the face and I'm gonna be right back for loading the brush. Okay, give me a minute. Okay, brush was soaking, drop the water. I'm just gonna wring it out good. The soap itself, if you want to see it, okay, it's in the glissant formula. So the glissant formula is fairly hard. Barrister and Mann is now coming out with, okay, I'm gonna load. Barrister and Mann is coming out with a new formula, Excelsior, that will most likely replace glissant. I do have a soap in the Excelsior formula. I'm gonna review that after the holiday season. Okay, you can see the brush super easy to load. I may go back to the pot just to get the extra there towards the end. Wet the face again. There we go. First application. LeGrand Chypre. The scent on it. Scent is based on the Chypre family of perfume. The scent notes on this are oak moss, lemon, lime, labdanum, cedar, peach, sandalwood, rose, and I think there's also patchouli in it. As per all the scent by Barrister and Mann, okay, they're quite complex. It's probably the scent I like the most in their collection. The glissant formula requires a little bit of water. Okay, it's a thirsty soap. we go. That's what I got left. Got plenty. And we're gonna go with first pass with the grain. By the way, this razor, there's no overhang in it, okay, if you ever ask, or can be found at Fendrian. It's a full stainless steel. Melt the soap. The scent. What comes out first? The oak moss labdanum really comes out first on that. I have a hard time finding the I say lime. I say lemon. No, it's not lemon. It's bergamot. It's bergamot lime. I have a hard time finding the bergamot and the lime in it. Then again, it's very well blended. The scent is not overly masculine either. To me would go well. It's pretty much unisex. Okay, there's good residual thickness with it. That's never an issue with Barrister and Mann. Now, the ladder is still a little, okay, in my first pass, the ladder is still a little bit dry because it's going to get wetter as I go, and I prefer have it wetter towards the end. It gives good protection. Absolutely no issues with this ladder. I had more than 24 hours growth. The razor did a really good job. Absolutely no problem with the soap. I'm gonna go rinse the face and I'm gonna be right back for pass number 2. Okay? Give me a minute. Okay, pass number 2. By the way, it's gonna be the last video until probably mid-January, early January. I'm going back home, and I am not gonna bring the camera. I'm not gonna bring anything really. I'm gonna use this time to spend time with the family, which I haven't done really in a few months now. There we go. Now I'm looking in the viewer, the camera's viewer, and the ladder seems thinner than what I sit in the mirror. I don't know if it's the light or the camera there. Okay, second pass across the grain. Then again, doesn't really matter if the ladder is thinner because it's more wet. I much prefer it as I go. I prefer it wetter and not as voluminous, because as you go, you cut the hair and the hair gets shorter. Therefore, if my personal theory on that is, if your ladder is too voluminous, it's going to keep the razor away from the face, and it's going to be harder to get. It's gonna be harder to get a shave that's really close. You just have to be careful not to break down the lubricity of the lather, and the formula, the glissant formula is really good. It's really good on that. Then I hope the Excelsior will keep the same, or it's gonna give me the same performance. There we go. Second pass. It's good shave. Now you see I kept the soap wetter a little bit, and this time the residual slickness is there 100%. It's great. I'm gonna go rinse the face, come back for pass number 3. Okay, give me a second. Okay, there we go. Okay, like you see, okay, it's fairly thin, but that's exactly what I want. Okay, third pass. Also in January, I was offered some blogging space on the website of Henry and Victoria. Therefore, once a month, I'm gonna put blog entry there. We're gonna try that for a little bit, see how it goes. Okay, the soap is super slippery now. And again, I'm one of the person that prefer the glissant to the reserve formula. There we go. Done. There we go. Excellent shave. Really close. Still very slippery. What I'm gonna go do, I'm gonna go rinse the face and I'll come back for the conclusion. Okay? Give me a minute. Okay. I don't have the matching aftershave. Now, LeGrand, normally the family of Chypre or that family of perfume, really they're normally really dry smelling. LeGrand Chypre is not. There is notes of peach in there that gives, rather than be dry, it gives a roundness to the scent. It's kind of, I can't say a sharpness, but normally a Chypre is it's dry, okay? It's fairly dry scent. Now, the aftershave I'm going to use today is, holy cow, Chypre Rose Concerto. It's a much closer, to me it's a much closer representation of a Chypre. There's a real dryness in it, but the dryness is toned down by the scent of the rose. There is something there is a scent of desertic island. It's really nice. I've never been to Chypre. I've been to Malta a few times, and this is a scent that really could bring back memory of the backcountry in Malta. There is something sandy dry in the scent with some dry vegetation around. It's really nice. Now, since it's the winter, we're gonna go with the balm Dermalogica. Now, by applying this balm, I will tone down the scent of the Chypre Rose Concerto. Then I'm just gonna let the balm set for a little bit. Then probably in 10-15 minutes, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a cologne from Zoha Aroma, Lofty Wood. It's inspired on Kilian Sacred Wood. It's a dry and spicy sandalwood scent. It's just gonna spruce up a little bit the scent because of the balm really toned down the scent, and I just want to smell a little more today. With this, that concludes the shave today. So we reviewed LeGrand Chypre by Barrister and Mann. Glissant formula. I like the formula. I'm waiting to see what Excelsior will feel like. I'm a little scared because I like the formula. The razor I used today, Fendrian Mark II with a Paul Silver. Okay, it's a full stainless steel razor. It's really nice, comfortable shave. I got nothing to complain. And the brush, Best Badger by Spifo Dark Ruby, and the aftershave was, holy cow, Chypre Rose Concerto. Really nice stuff. With this, like I said, okay, it's gonna be, Dartmouth Shaving is closing for the season. Therefore, I will wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and I hope to see you back in 2019 for more reviews and more videos. With this, have great weeks, enjoy your shaves. Hopefully Santa is nice to you and brings you shave related gear for Christmas, and I will see you in 2019. Okay guys, bye bye.